Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good morning. This is Abdullah Abri, a lecturer at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences in Oman. In this short video, I'm going to give you a brief description of my study as a part of my participation in e-PICESS International Conference of Education and Social Sciences 2021. As you can see, the title of my study is Examining Gender Differences in Writing Achievements. Let me start first with the purpose of this study. When investigating gender variances in EFL essay writing, it's very significant. I believe it is very significant, very important to detect, or let's say to pinpoint particular differences in essay writing. For example, content, organization, lexical resources, grammatical accuracy, and mechanics. However, previous work has mainly focused on identifying who is better, males or females, without detecting the gender differences in different particular areas of essay writing. So my study came to explore this issue further, so to address this gap in literature. On the purpose of this study, here you can see 5 questions for this study. So the first one, is there any significant difference in the main score of content between male and female students as measured by part description test? So the first one is investigating content, second one organization, third one lexical resources, fourth one grammatical accuracy, and the last one is mechanics. It was conducted in a public university in Oman, and the sample size was 247 participants. They were first year diploma students, and because the study aimed at exploring gender differences in writing, so we had 119 males and 130 females. A writing task was developed to collect the data. This writing task is part by part description. Part by part description is a technical writing that describes an object by giving details to the main parts of the object. And the object that the participants had in this task is a Canon digital camera. Here is the object, as you can see, Canon digital camera, the figure, and under the figure we have the table of details or information, and here you can see the 7 parts. We have 7 parts, so the students or the participants were asked to describe only 5 parts. The validity and reliability of this task were examined. The task was validated by a group of experts in the field of English education, and I haven't mentioned this before. They have a good experience in teaching technical communication course, which includes a full chapter of part by part description. I also conducted a pilot study for this task in another university with 30 participants or 30 students. And here the calculation of person correlation test shows, as you can see here, shows that this task has a high level or a high reliability, scores 0.82, which is very close to 1. The data was analyzed using an independent sample t-test, and each script or each essay was rated by 2 markers. When conducting an independent samples t-test, it's very important to look at the p-value before proceeding to the descriptive analysis. So as you can see here, the p-value is less than 0.05 for all areas, which proves that there is a statistically significant difference between the mean scores of each area for males and females. When there is a statistically significant difference, so this means that we can proceed, we can check the descriptive findings as and for example means and standard deviation. So as you can see here, this is the mean and standard deviation for each area, and you can see that females scored more or scored better than males in all areas. The findings of this study are in the line with previous studies, which concluded that females, sorry, are better writers than males. However, this study provided more insights by identifying that females were better than males in content, in organization, lexical resources, grammatical accuracy, and mechanics. Previous research indicates that uh, uh, gender plays an essential influence in writing because of two factors. Number one, self-efficacy, and number two, writing strategies. Uh, Research proves that females have high self-efficacy, and also when they write, they use more advanced writing strategies, especially with revision and also editing. My study concludes that gender could be a significant aspect in essay writing, and females are better in content organization, lexical resources, grammatical accuracy, and mechanics compared to males. So my study offers two implications. Number one, when designing or creating any writing material or preparing any or planning any lesson, writing lesson, gender should be taken into consideration as it is a significant variable. Also, teachers should involve their students in mixed groups of males and females so they can help each other. However, my study has two limitations. Number one is that this study is purely descriptive. Future studies may include or investigate this issue using qualitative research design. Also, this study mentioned that there are gender differences in writing for all the five targeted areas. However, this study didn't mention why, didn't explain why females were better than males. So further studies can explore this issue further and can provide a scientific reasoning behind the gender variation in writing. The end of my presentation or my, let's say, short video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me using this email. Thank you and assalamu alaikum.